kid. So like I get a lot of compliments on my parenting. You know what I'm saying? From people that are like, okay, like shit. My dad, he's the CEO of Milwaukee Academy of Science, and he telling me like, you know, he hasn't seen nobody interact with kids like I deal with kids, and you know, that ain't no big up to me. That's a smack in the face to the people that ain't parenting like me because I parent like I'm
we were talking about earlier.
I remember being a kid, so I parent like I'm a kid, like I'm looking at his perspective. I let him question me. Why, daddy? Why this? Why that? Cause I remember being a kid and motherfuckers saying, cause I said so, and I'm like, but why though? Like I want to know why. You know what I'm saying? I want to out I bring him up and teach him truth. You know what I'm saying? I remember being maybe a little younger than him, getting in trouble for telling my little sister Santa Claus wasn't real. It's not my fault y'all lying to me. Y'all lying to me. So I'm curious, the curious mind. I stayed up. Oh, mama and them got that out the garage. They put that under the tree. They in there wrapping everything up now. Santa Claus ain't real. I wanted to see him come down the chimney. We didn't even have no chimney. So how he finna? So now that it's like, and we doing that to our kids, and we just closing their mind. When really we supposed to be opening it. And that's why I told this kid, my son, I told him, I said, I was writing a status, and I read the status, I said, kids are smarter than adults. I believe that personally because kids understand that they don't know everything, and their mind is still malleable. They're still open to learning. Grown folks think they know everything.
Never.
So it's like grown people, their mind is like hard clay. Little kids is soft and smushy. You can still do stuff with it, you know. And he got it right away, you know what I'm saying? He noticed. He pick up on stuff because not why, because I don't shield nothing from him. He just asked me, what did he ask me? What is a dick or something, or a fuck or something, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, where'd you hear that at? You know what I'm saying? He said it in the song, okay. He heard it in the Gucci Mane song. Money make you handsome. So I'm like, well, what's the lyric? Well, let's go back and look at it. Then I'm telling them, see, and now we have talks where like you don't need to be listening to that because what is it teaching you? What do you know about a Glock? What do you know about, you know, a Lamborghini? You know what I'm saying? A pistol on my hip. You know, you don't know nothing about it, so you don't need to be listening to that. And now he's recognizing what he don't need to be doing.
Yeah.
So people are offering him candy. They offer him candy. No, I don't eat that. They like, damn, what's wrong with this little one? Because he understands health and wealth. He understands. He's an NBA player. NBA players don't eat that. Daddy, is that healthy? Yeah. Okay, we don't need to be going to cover then, Daddy. Yeah. Daddy, is this good for you? Well, why you do that, Daddy? So now he's holding me responsible and as a man, but that's why he gonna be a better man than I am. Yeah. He making me a better man. So I know he gonna be a better man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just teaching what I didn't have. So with basketball, with everything. I give game to the youth because I didn't know. I know now with my athletes, I go on college visit with them. I ask the questions I didn't ask for me. I don't want people to go through what I went through. You know what I'm saying? I want you to, if I could with the ACT, I figured it out, y'all. When you go take your ACT, dog, I'm putting people on. I could have kept that for myself. Yeah. I could have sold it. I'm putting my people on. Even in the wrong. It's sweet, man. They left the bookstore open, man. You can go get the books and steal them and go whatever. You know, I'm putting people on though. It ain't what you're doing, it's why you're doing it. I'm doing that because I want people to have what I got. And I want people to have what I didn't have. So I'm comfortable with going in there paying full price for a meal and then ripping off the coupon and giving it to my guy and let him get his half off. You know what I'm saying? Being that unselfish, same thing with the kid. I think some people may get jealous of their kids. Because they may not have their father there. They may not have what their kids got. They may be jealous of their kid because they ain't get to live their life. I'm flirting with him, you know what I mean? And I'm open. Like you said, I'm being real. I'm looking in the mirror. I learned that from being the basketball player I am. I didn't get as good as I am because of me, myself. No, I had to take criticism. I had to work on that shit. I had to go seek out what I was doing wrong. You know what I mean? I remember being at a camp, bro, to go overseas. They was going on a tour team. They had like 99 people there when they did attendance. 99 people there. They trying to pick like 16 or something like that. At the end of the camp, shout out to Honor Athletics and Shawnee Mac too. for taking me down there. He took me down there, and he telling me like, bro, they got you up for MVP. Got you up for MVP. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. But what's so cold about that is after that camp, I went up to it was Chris Fellows. He was scouting with the Golden State Warriors. So shout out to Chris too.
Yeah, of course.
He was scouting for the Golden State Warriors. I go to him like, bro, like he remembered me from when I first came out of college in 2012. This is like 2017, 16. So he remembered me. Oh yeah, how you been, man? I thought you'd been played by now. Where you been at? You know, stuff going on. I'm talking to him. I'm like, what can I work on to get to that level where them guys in the NBA where you scouting?
Right.
He literally like, I don't really know. Like, just keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully the right people get to see you. Like, I don't see nothing that's missing in your game. So you just got to keep doing what you just keep getting better. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like, and then, you know, persevere basically. And you know that was that was a good compliment to me. But it goes to like, how did I get to that point? Ain't nobody else asked him that. They saying the best player I'm the best player in the gym, and I'm the only one going to ask what I can do better. When they just told me I was better than everybody in the gym.
That's the why you're the best player in the gym.
Same reason why I look at my parents. I say I'm one of the best parents. Why? Because I keep it real enough to where I may do stuff bad, but I got my right reasons for doing it. There's a point in time where when I'm doing it, I was smoking in front of my son. Why? Because I don't want to do nothing I don't want to do nothing that my son can't see me do. So if I'm doing it and he sees me, then it's like, what can I say? So now it's like, okay, well, do you keep doing it or do you stop? So now it helps me get better because like, well, if I want him doing it, if I'm doing it in front of him, I might as well stop him. So that'll help me. Hearing him say something about eating covers and he knows better and I'm pulling up the covers. I get the broccoli with the cheese then. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to help me to make better decisions, help me be a better man. And I'm not going to justify it because I'm grown and I can do what I want to do. No, we ain't that kind of person. That ain't what's up.
That shit ain't normal.
Not at all.
That's what we were talking about earlier, and I haven't cut you off, but we was kind of talking about, like, shit that's just normal in our community. Or, like, he was talking about in school, like, how he didn't have nobody to just tell him, like, oh, you remember, like, you didn't have nobody to tell you. Or
we were talking about on some hooping tip. I felt like I was lacking confidence.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, in your game.
That's why I was talking, like, what I offer, but go ahead, go. Yeah.
You know
He was laughing. He didn't say he didn't have nobody. Yeah, I was talking, like, oh, yeah, this is what I offer, this is what I want my stuff, my basketball, or in general, like, when I'm, what he said, what I get out of coaching, seeing that little 7th grader or a little kid develop, but also, seeing their whole mindset, they could get positive and they picking up game. Even they picking up what you are naturally get, but they picking up what you're preaching to them all the time, even if it's positive. And also, like you said, I related a little bit. Like you said, people said that you work good with kids, so yeah, you relate to them because you speak to them how I took you speaking to them like at their level, at a way. Like you still got their respect, but you speaking to them like I'm talking to you. I went at a conversation with you, so yeah, I'm all the way on point with that. So that was just, I think that was something that connected right there because we were talking about that earlier, and just how stuff's also not normal in the community. Like it shouldn't be normal that he ain't had nobody to tell him what was right. It shouldn't be normal that you didn't have nobody. Like why you think that it's okay to thug him? You ain't even know how good you was. Like you ain't, what's up with that? Like here I can talk. I'm fuck up Central already, but yeah. So yeah.
So with that, and that's too normal that people lack confidence. You know, that's way too normal, especially as black men. I think women, it's okay they get catered to, you know, so they don't lack the confidence. As a matter of fact, they may have two more, you know, because now you're seeing girls that are not even, let's call them a 4. They 4, but they carrying themselves like they 9s, and because guys are validating them, they're getting their validation, and they're making themselves feel like they're what they're not. You know what I'm saying? But men, we the other way. A man could be a 8, but he think of himself as a 4, and it's because of society. You know what I mean? How it is. We get put down. You know what I mean? And that caused me to lack confidence because, like I said, I was number 5 in the state and didn't think I was that good. Because why? Anytime I hear I'm good, oh, you ain't better than Corey. Oh, you ain't better than Kwame. And it's like, well, damn. I didn't even get to play Corey to see how good he was. You know what I'm saying? And so when I got to college, I compared myself and never do that. I'm telling the people to never do that because everything's different. Every situation is different. But that's what kind of gave me the confidence. One of the first things somebody said at Howard was that let me know, you know what I'm saying, I was a good player. chick like, you shouldn't have came to her. I'm like, why? You should have went to like an 18 school. I'm like, 18? I'm like, what you know about that anyway? Like, you know, that's LaSalle, that's Xavier. You know, that's a powerhouse conference, and it's guard heavy. Yeah. It's real guards too. Two of the coldest guards I played against, two Holloway and Martin Lyons. I played against them at Xavier.
Know about them, yep.
Both nice, pro guards.
Martin Lyons.
And, you know, they smart. It was my size. It was really the only side, like guys that they both started at the 1 and the 2, and they were both my size. But they was tough, averaging 19 to 18.
Nice.
One of them averaged 19, one of them after 18, and both of them put on NBA jerseys. At least G League. You know, but that was when my confidence started to come. Then I was a little wild too, though. You know, that's why I was saying I was a gangster, because I didn't want to be singled in as a basketball player. I knew that it was more than me than basketball, because I like football more than I like basketball. So I'm known as a basketball player. What about football? You know what I'm saying? What about all the other stuff? I don't want to be singled in. So I knew I just didn't want to be a basketball player. So that's why I was lost enough to where I knew I knew I didn't want to be a basketball player, but I didn't know. You know, so
yeah, you did, but you didn't. Yeah. It was just because you think so much that you're like, oh, I also want to be seen as something else. They only see me as this, and it's crazy, bro. I relate to everything you saying, bro.
My little brother, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my little brother. He actually couldn't come to Milwaukee soon. He was more on the wild side, you know, he was a troubled kid. You know, he been in jail. He probably never stepped foot into a high school. You know what I'm saying? Did a lot of time in jail. Maybe he could probably tell you how many birthdays he had when he wasn't in jail. You know what I'm saying? And I admired him because that's my little brother, but because he do the stuff I know better than to do. Like, when I moved from Georgia, my dad taught me a different way of living. I learned how to control myself. I learned that that wasn't right. I really, you know what I'm saying, he introduced me to the church, and I learned about sins and forgiveness and repentance. And so now it's like, I like cuss like a motherfucker. But now I learned about, they say profanity in church, so now I just control my mouth. Yeah. Oh, shit. My grandma give me some money, or my mama give me some money to go to the store. I keep the money and steal what they want. But then I come to Milwaukee, it's like, thou shalt not steal. So I'm like, oh, I can't do that. So I learned not to do stuff. So there was a lot of me bottled in that I wanted to do, but I knew that I would say it was me, but I knew better than to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned so much. Like, you're not going to catch me out doing armed robberies. I know way better than that. Even though I may desire to do that. Like, man, y'all did that, dog? Like, I was a general, you know what I'm saying? Me, you know, sometimes as young boys, we certain that adrenaline rush. So I did wild stuff like driving crazy. I did wild stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I knew when to turn it down, you know, and that was one thing where it kind of brought in a little jealousy, because how he get out of jail, y'all throw him a party, but then I get home from college and y'all like, when I'm going back. Yeah. So then, you know, I shout out to Tay Gooder too. He died, but he had a song called "Gotta Do Wrong," and he just saying like, people wasn't getting the up, you know, the lifting up for the good they was doing, but they praising the bad. So it's like, okay, my exact thoughts, I gotta show y'all I'm about that mess. I used to always say like, I'll blow it, because I wanted to prove to people like, yeah, I'm still about that. Like, don't forget about me. I'm a gangster too. Like, I just go to school. I just know how to not do crazy stuff and get caught. And you know, when it's go time, I'll go. So I started to acting out to prove that I still got it. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, I even talked to my brother about it. You know, and we admired each other, because he admired me for doing all the good, and I admired him for doing all the wrong. You know, it's like I was feeling like I had to do wrong. Like, and that's why sometimes when working at schools, I give positive reinforcement. You know what I'm saying? I do something where some kid ain't listening. Young lady, can you go in the classroom? You ain't my motherfucking daddy. You ain't my... Young man, can you go in the classroom? If he go in the classroom, I dig in my pocket and I give him some money. You know what I'm saying? I give him a 20 or something to see all the kids like, and they all start running in the classroom trying to get $20. But it's like, no, because I want people to know it's good to do good. Do your good. You know what I'm saying? I had guys hustling and all that. They getting their money. They showing me how much they making. They telling me I can plug you on. We'll tap you in. I'm like, I just don't want it. Like I don't want it. Like I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But who rewarding the people that's doing good?
Yeah.
Who rewarding them people? You know what I'm saying? I think that's one thing we got to know is that you gonna get your reward for doing good, because that caused me to do a lot of bad. You know what I'm saying? Like looking for some validation that go from not having that confidence, that self-confidence.
Yeah.
Self-confidence will have you not seeking social validation. I was literally doing stuff for everybody else to show out. We call it showing out. I've been showing out my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm learning how to do it in a good way, to where do it on the court. Do it. I was doing it all for the bad reason. You know what I'm saying? And just not having the confidence, seeking validation. You know what I mean? And once, I'm still working on it to this day. Because the confidence is social acceptance. It's not comfortable being better than people. It's not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Having a game. I got 29 and my friend got 0. And I know he mad right now. I'm like, damn, that's my guy. Like, damn, I give him 14. Let me just have 15 there. You know what I mean? Or ride home with my guys. I got 30 and he got 11. And they interviewing me after the game and all the girls screaming. And I didn't want him to be jealous of me. So I'm like, damn. Like, so I told somebody, like, if I was a son, due to the lack of confidence I was having, I'd be making the day short as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'd come down early because I don't want people feeling a certain way about me and my greatness or my shining. I wanted people to be comfortable around me. And that ain't no good thing, because the sun did that, it'd be dark like Alaska, like how they got the whole, go ahead, Moon. I'm seeing people down there like this, like, look, man, I made them put their shades on. Like, man, y'all ain't got to put y'all shades down. No, like, no, I got to be me. You know what I'm saying? I did it in basketball, where playing in these leagues, like, I'm capable of maybe 50 every time I play. I don't want to get 50 because I don't want my teammates jealous. I don't want to get 50 because I don't want my opponents, like, damn, bro, like, feeling all down and ready to go sit, commit suicide because I just cooked them every time. So it's like, I ease up on it. So then it's like, I don't even play for real. But that lack of confidence allowing that. Instead of being the other way, go kill them and let them know that you're good. I didn't like the backlash I got from being good. It started young, you know what I'm saying? And that took confidence, and that's why, you know what I'm saying, I talk, even raising my son. I ain't tearing that man down. I'm building him up. I had to have a talk with his mama. He don't like when she grab him or she talk to him like, nah, baby, don't defend his masculinity. Don't be belittling him or making him not be a confident individual. Speak life into him. Don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't do that enough to our kids. We don't got confidence because ain't nobody telling you that. I learned, you know, so I said something to a kid the other day training, and I'm like, I'm not tearing him down, I'm only building up. But even if I'm mad, I'm cussing him out. So he was over there he was over there shooting, and I was talking to a kid, but it's something he needed to hear. And I'm like, hey, get your ass over here. You ain't even hear what I said, because you over there shooting that amazing ass jump shot you got. And the whole gym kind of like laughed and like, but it was like, I'm cussing you out, but I'm lifting you up.
That's why they know. That's how you build that trust.
Instead of saying, coaches always saying, with that weak ass jump shot, you know what I'm saying? Or I've had coaches, you ain't shit, you ain't gonna be shit, you ain't done shit. And it's like, why you saying that to me? Like, first of all, I just broke the record yesterday, bro. You saying mean things to me. And you don't know how much that affect people, because it's the people you looking up to. So the people you looking up to talking down on you, that's trauma, bro. That's trauma. You know what I'm saying? So I know I had trauma growing up, because being number 5 in the state, I was like number 171 in the country. Like, I got nominated for McDonald's All-American. I had, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a few high school accolades. To not think I was good. Didn't know I was good till that shit said new record, Howard University, and like biggest win in school history. I talked to my girl after the game. I'm salty I ain't had double digits. I had like 9 and 4. They got to the game. They like, you had a good. Chris Mchenry led the school to the biggest win in school history. Dude, I had 9 points. That's good though. I didn't know that was good. I didn't have a turnover to my 3rd game in college. Didn't know it was good. And then come off the bench, 30 points. Damn, I remember the text messages. Statuses when you can go back in the memories from Facebook. I remember I read it one time from the night. I had 29. Then I had 29. We still lost, though. Man, we got to get it together. Hit me. My phone still broke. Hit me on whatever was out of town. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't know, but then I seen the school posted. That was a record. How I break a record off the bench? You know what I'm saying? And now that's what I'm bringing to my kids when I'm training too. Confidence. I got a JUCO record. A conference record. The conference got 20 schools. Jayhawk conference got like 20 schools in it. I got a conference record for most threes in the game. In the conference game. Nah. That ain't nothing. I wasn't even being aggressive. I was 9 for 13, 9 for 12 or something like that. Now my JUCO guy that I'm trading with, shout out to Jalen Scott. He's required to shoot at least 18 shots. Bro, if you ain't shoot 18 shots, bro, I'm getting ready to finna work with you no more, bro. You tripping. I broke a record at 9. So now it feel like my new thing is like I don't know, I'm glad I'm going too.
No, you good. I relate to everything. Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm feeling like I'm Jesus. Like I sacrificed myself for y'all. I went out there and took all them lumps and took all them bruises and went through all that bullshit and all that turmoil for y'all. And, so that's why I'm passionate with my training because y'all don't know the blood, sweat, and tears I went through this. I've been doing this basketball shit for more than 23 years. I've been playing basketball for like 24 years. And I've been getting better since I started. Today I'm probably the best I ever been. And then learning, so like, if I was ready to go to if I was NBA ready in 2012, and it's 2020, and I've still been getting better, it's like now knowing the value that I can bring to them, so I'm passionate about it, and they don't know they don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't know. They see me play, they like, oh, I had to get my confidence for myself. I went to Bucks tryouts. I journaled it from like September 7th to the 13th. I was with the Bucks. We did one-on-one drill. I was nervous. I was in there nervous. Bro, nervous. We played the one-on-one drills. We going to 5. Somebody missed on me. I go 5 straight. Game. Next spot. 4 straight. And then I missed. But then it's like, damn. I'm killing these niggas. To the point where Scott was like, who's that? Bro, just looking at me like, I could tell, I know that look when you see somebody, when you looking at me different, like, then they're ready to ask where you from, who is you, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm the only one that ain't there drive, I'm off the street. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's what built my confidence. And so, when I preach with my kid, you your own man. You don't need me, daddy, this is good, right? Man, what you asking me for? You your own man. Because I don't want you seeking validation outside of yourself. I feel like I ain't played pro up until this point because of my lack of confidence in myself. Because of me caring about how people gonna feel. But that comes from stuff that happened when I was little. That's trauma. I remember playing football, ran a kid over, playing. The coach cussed me out. We was scrimmaging. They coach cussed me out. Why'd you do it? I'm like, he was in the way. Like, that's how I played. You know what I'm saying? Or playing, go get 40, and then now I gotta go apologize and tell them good game and they beat me. So it's like it's tugging at your confidence. And if anybody building it up, it's tearing it down. And so I went from scoring, 6th grade, I went from scoring 30-some points a game to going games in 7th grade without even shooting. Because of shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? Teachers jealous of. And I tell my daddy, well, ain't no teachers in the beat. Now you don't even believe me? I'm salty. So that's how I go back to my parenting. So I listen to my kids. Because I remember being a kid and grown up thinking I'm lying. No, that's not true. I didn't say that. She's lying. Ain't no grown finna lie on you. Boy, stop saying grown folks don't lie. Okay, she's telling a story. You know what I'm saying? So remembering all that all built me up to you know what I'm saying, how I am as a person, as a man, and I'm still building my confidence. I'm still, You know what I'm saying? Still working on that. Because that's real trauma, bro. Confidence. Coaches don't, you know what I'm saying? Coaches don't do that. I broke the record at Howard. The next day, the coach like, who you think you is? You will never do that again. This ain't, you think you should be lucky you even playing. You think you somebody. You think, I'm like, bro, why are the people that I'm looking up to tearing me down? You know what I'm saying? I had a stepmom that I feel like that was mistreating me. You know what I mean? I had coaches that I feel like that was hating on me. I don't care how good you is. You ain't been to the game because I want you in the game. Like, why y'all saying to a player? Now that I know, oh, that's a reflection of you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So now I tell my son, if somebody say you weak, do that mean you weak? No. If somebody say you cold, do that mean you cold? No. It's what you think of yourself. I was looking for that validation. You think I'm good enough to go to the league? Yeah. All right, I'm going then.
Listen for that constant. You looking for that constant reinforcement. That's not good. That's why I know what you're saying too well, bro. You need to yourself. You gotta have it in with yourself. Otherwise, it ain't gonna be shit. You gonna fail looking for that shit all the way out from everybody else. That shit ain't gonna be positive. I know that shit too well, and I want you to keep going. But even I don't even think I didn't have. You know, I ain't had. I don't know if you remember. I came back from prep school. And I used to be at the Silver Spring Center every once in a while with my cousin, and we used to just be going at it, play 5-on-5, and like me, like realize I go against you. I gave me confidence, but I still didn't have no confidence at the same time. And that think about like that should have had some confidence. Like you done already playing college, and I was competing. I was going to go with you. I was going at you. He's going like I was holding my own for sure. And I didn't have no confidence to do nothing. Still, then why people like step all that family, all that shit. Why like not that it fucking my pops. Why he never talked to me when I had a bad game like that, or when I'm asking like, hey, what you think I should do better? Didn't really comment on that like that, or like even just uncle. Why he telling me when I'm still balling and I'm got newspaper articles. I don't even pay attention to that shit. Like, oh, why everybody telling me, oh, I got all this stuff, but then go to the crib. Why he say, oh, ain't nobody in our family ever shit. It's a reason why we ain't shit. So like, yeah, that's what like, and that's so much more other shit on top of that. But yeah, everything you said and more, yeah, I get that shit all of it, and that shit makes sense. And I'm still working to do how you say you still working, but I'm working still to get to that. To like have that balance with my child and that self control. Do better shit, and I still try to do better, but I know I could do even more better. You know, you limit yourself, and we was talking about that shit over. Like I can 24-hour control what I do and all that shit. So.
And that's your self image, what you see yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you can never outperform your self image. You can never outperform yourself, and that's why I say I call it. You used to call it confidence. I would call it self image, but me. Not playing pro, I got out of school in 2012 2020, and me not playing pro is because of my self-image. It ain't because of my skill. It ain't because the best compliments I got on my game all came from NBA people. I got 2 scouts that I know for sure. One tell me I don't got nothing to work on, just get faster, just keep doing what I'm doing. One of them remembered me from working for a team, and they was recruiting me, and I only played 9 games in that season. Bill Peterson, he was the skill development coach for the Bucks when they were with Jennings and Monte Ellis. He put me in contact with a guy, Scott Staples. That was my first agent I dealt with. I got that agent from actually working with the Bucks. He took me up in the office. I want you to call this guy for me. You know, he can help you out. He telling that guy he's better than the guys we're paying. You know, and I went from that to how do I go from hearing that to letting what's going in my ears
block that shit
pull me to where I go get a full-time job at MPS. Because you got the wrong people in you know what I'm saying, them the wrong people. I call that dead weight. Them people you get around. I'll protect my side. You know what I'm saying? Doing whatever she doing. Ain't worried about you. You gotta worry about yourself before you worry about anybody else. I was worried about other people before I worried about me. I just lost the game in a program yesterday. What is it? Like 2 days ago. I lost the game. Lost the game because I didn't start.
Being nice.
Being nice. I'm like, you know, y'all go, like I'm starting. But then now halftime we losing. I'm pissed now because we losing. I'm starting. Yeah, but it's too late. The energy of the game, you know what I'm saying, threw off where I was taking the back seat for let other people be comfortable. It's been time them all county games when I'm playing all them all counties. I let somebody blow it every year. Let somebody blow it. Giving the ball to somebody that ain't working out like me. They don't shoot as well as me. They can't get off like I get off, but they want the ball, so I'm gonna give it to them. Go ahead, bro. Oh, we lost. Good game, bro. It's okay. Now I gotta go home thinking like, shit, man. That's why I should have gave that nigga that ball, man. Need that money. You know what I'm saying? You know, they bite me back in the ass. You know what I'm saying? I remember playing in the open gym, kicking ass to the point where ain't nobody even talking shit. To the dude on the other team, like, bro, why you doing them like this? Shit, I'm just hooping. I'm just feeling good. I'm hooping. Feeling good. I ain't hoop. Man, a dude come on the court. He usually always talking. I'm like, yeah, I want some of you. He already giving me excuses, man. I don't even, man, my stomach getting hurting. He trying to, you know what I'm saying? He talking all that. So I'm like, I'm still gonna bust his ass though. So I'm busting his ass, right? To the point where then I start feeling bad. Ain't nobody scored. I got like 6. So I started passing the ball a little bit. Next thing you know, he got a ball screen. I feel bad for him. I just stripped it. I went over to strip him. The one got to turn over on him. Went to go like, he quiet. I never heard him quiet before. He all humble.
Took the nigga confidence and everything. Huh?
Bro, I go into the ball screen. Let him get the shot. He made it and started talking in my ear. I'm like, see, that's what I'll be talking about. So it's been too many times where that bit me in the ass to where now I gotta start doing what I gotta do. Like, so it's time, now it's gonna be coming off the people as who you think you is, like arrogant, or but you gotta be like that. When I see the pros, when the pros play, they shoot the ball every time they get it, or they doing whatever. I'm like, damn, how I feel? I'm more skilled than these guys, shoot better than these guys, but I ain't getting them points. I'm not that selfish. I'm not that selfish like that. When I'm me, I played in the game. I had 58 and 14. That's me being me. The 14 is me, not the 58. The 58 is just because they can't guard me. I could have got 76, but no, I like the 14 part. I want the 14. I can score when I want to. I want the 14 because I'm helping other people get better. Now nobody ain't gonna be jealous of me. Cause I done dimed you up. What you jealous for? I'm on everybody to eat. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I learned. And that's why, you know, that's a good thing because that showed the boss in me. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in position, I can put other people in position. But I gotta move like the boss first to let them know I'm the boss instead of trying to let them be workers. We all workers, and I pop up as the boss. No, I'm the boss. I run this. This how it's gonna go, and I'm finna put y'all on. So I learned, you know what I'm saying, learn that mindset. But that mindset came from just admiring other people. So it made me think of less of myself. I'm admiring other people. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, Corey Lucas on the newspaper, 7th grade, 6th grade. I'm like, oh my goodness. We went to Kentucky, and he was on the front page of their paper. Mr. Lucius coming to town. I'm like, oh, this nigga cold. I tell him to this day, he the GOAT. The best amateur, him and Enrique. Corey Lucius and Enrique Omuguale got the 2 coldest amateur careers I couldn't even fathom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cold. She made both of them shots in the tournament 2 times, and then hit me up to work out. You know what I'm saying? So, but that helped me. I'm like, damn, how people see me as better? I don't see myself as good as other people see me. Motherfuckers like, and them niggas in the league can't. I'm like, why don't we think about being in the league or like? So it just, you gotta think more of yourself. Think more of yourself. I was nervous in the warm-ups and working out with the Bucks and doing their training and all that. Then I opened up like, now I had to turn it down. Coach tell me like, well, you know what I'm saying, now you only gotta work to get your own shot. Cause now I've learned that they can't hold me. I'm out there really fucking them up. Now I ain't being no point guard no more. You know what I'm saying? When I was nervous, I was getting him the ball. Now I'm feeling that shit. I'm doing fadeaways, turnaround shots and shit. He like, whoa. Like, no, you a point guard. You get people shots, and they're gonna get you shots. You don't gotta get your own shot. So I learned that, you know. But it helped me with what I thought of myself. I thought, you know what I'm saying, I thought I made it. But then you gotta be aware of your surroundings because the people you dealing with around, if they're not putting that same energy into you, that shit gonna dilute your water. You know what I'm saying? If it's all water, and then you just pour a little bit of liquor in there, you ain't gonna get drunk off that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if it's all liquor and you put a little bit of water, they're still gonna be intoxicated. It's still gonna be poison. You know, and I think I was getting poisoned You know what I'm saying? I go from being the Bucks, like, we're going to use you for Summer League, like, you're going to be our starting point guard next year for Summer League, to you need to get a job. How does that go? Because the time, the repetition. You need to get a job, you need to get a job, you need to get a job. That shit start weighing on you. Because now I'm validated. I don't think the chick I'm messing with believe in me. Why? Because I'm like, shit, I know I'm on the way up. Let's get married then. You want to marry? We're gonna get married. Okay, let's get married. She like, I'd rather wait till you get your first contract. That fuck with about basketball company, not because like, damn, she don't believe in me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to figure out how I could believe in myself. That's when I learned you gotta believe in yourself first. I needed coaches to believe in me. No, I needed my woman to believe. I needed my daddy to believe in me. No, you need to believe in yourself. So, believe in yourself, build yourself up, because you're not gonna outperform that. If I think I can't get no dimes, I'm never gonna get a dime. If I do get a dime, I'm gonna blow it. But if I think all I get is dimes, then that's what I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? That's why. And you can't outperform your self-image either. Your self-image in basketball is just like your stats. You can't outperform your stats. If you average 15 and then have 30, you're expecting to have a bad game. You do for a bad game, because why? You just had an extreme measure, so it got to go back down to it so you can average your average. Your average, what you think of yourself. So look at your life and see what being consistent. Oh, I don't think that much of myself. I looked at my body count. Oh, wow. I got to think more of myself. These girls for everybody. I want one for that one that can't nobody else get. Even the ones that I wanted, they already like me, so they may have already been that way. So you attract what you are. So I've been attracting the lower value. Oh, because I think I'm low value. And you get geek when you meet a chick and then she like, now you blow it, because no, you don't think she out your league. You think she out your league. So now I'm learning and I'm applying it, and it's showing me and it's working. You know what I mean? And it's practice though, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that is trauma, bro. That's trauma, not believing in yourself. That's the first thing you're supposed to believe in. You can't even believe in God if you don't believe in yourself. Because He in you. So that's why now we getting deeper where, that's why we don't get no benefits out of Christianity. There's no benefit. We've been doing shit for 400 years. Motherfuckers still broke. Still poor. Where the blessings at? Because you believing in something outside of yourself. Instead of believing in yourself. Jesus told y'all to believe in yourself. The kingdom of heaven is within.
Yeah.
But y'all ain't listening to Him. Y'all praising Him instead of competing with Him. He said, you're going to do greater than I did. That's a quote from Jesus. You looking about that shit going to be wrote in red. Greater things you shall do than I shall do. But you can't do greater if you praising that person. If the kids that I work out with look up to me as I'm their favorite player, they're not going to grow. You need to be your own favorite player. Because the kids, now, and this is fact, the kids that tell me that I'm their favorite player, they don't play past college. Or they don't play on the college. They don't even go D1. They don't take it serious enough. They don't get good enough. The kids that's getting good enough, Mike Foster's not going to tell me I'm his favorite player, even though he may learn a lot from me, or they're not telling me that, because why? They believing in themselves. He's saying he's the #1 player in the nation. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Scott, he's saying he's lottery. They're not saying my trainer cold. No. You got to be better than me. That's why everybody I'm working with now, they done better things than I did. Just like Jesus said, you're going to do greater things than I did. Shit, he fed 5,000. Me and Mike Taylor, we fed 3,000. You know what I'm saying? So like, we got to do greater than him, because we learning from him. If I'm teaching you me, he gonna do better than me, because he's learning from me. So he gonna do everything I got and what I didn't have. Darryl Riley, he trained with me. I never had 40 in high school. I never had 38 in high school. He averaged 38.2. I never even had that. College or high school, never even had that. Why is that? Because who he getting his information from? If a rich nigga teach a poor nigga some shit, he's gonna get money. He's no longer gonna be poor. And so that's why I say I was like that with that Jesus shit. I was that sacrifice. I was the first person. My daddy played football in college, so he didn't know that basketball side. I was the test run. I went out there. That's why I did all that transferring. I was learning the ropes. I was seeing how that shit go. What's going on? How can I do it? Did it all right and have mentorship. If I had myself now, I leave after Howard. Just like Kyrie. Shit, we 9 games together. I'm out too. He played like 9 or 11 games. I'm out too. They already know about me. So now, instead of staying in college and getting fucked over by coaches and being jealous, my JUCO coach, you know what I'm saying, it was a time where he said, maybe I wasn't performing like he wanted me to. I know you just here so you can go D1. Man, I'll put you in the game and take you out, mess your stats up. Like what y'all on? Don't use your power. That's you overusing your power. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you overuse your power? I don't overuse my power. Not with my kids, not with training. Even playing basketball. Playing with the girls in co-ed, I ain't overuse my power. I ain't gonna bump her. I ain't gonna do nothing that's overpowering to her. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think it gotta be a balance. Because that shit'll get me killed. You know what I'm saying? That ain't healthy. I done gave everybody all that food and I ain't got nothing in the refrigerator. I done gave everybody everything I had and I ain't got nothing. So at least if I'm self-preserving, yeah, I can't give you this. I can't give you this. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to it, but I just started that, bro, this year. It ain't even a whole year I've been on that. And my life already leveled up so much. You know what I'm saying? So I can look forward to it and I put it into the kids. Self-preservation. Sometimes it's better for you to keep it and pump fake and go step through and do a tough ass layup and pass to a dude that you know ain't finna make it. You ain't even ready to shoot. But I'll pass it to dude just cause he open. No, that's not a good pass when it come down to it. Why? Because you can do better than that. Instead of passing to him, take another dribble, spin move, up fake, Euro, and do whatever you can do to get it off. But as the best for the team. Not giving it to him, letting. How many times I lost games because I let somebody else shoot the game?
Put it in your own hands.
Taking it in your own hands. Be master of your life. So I'm working, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on it. You don't get taught that. I ain't get taught that. Shit, I learned that myself.
Yeah, that's the game. You just learned it through trial and error. Something like that shit. You learned it yourself. And yeah, that's all game right there. Shit, that makes a lot of sense. And shit, I remember my cousin said some shit to me recently. He was like, how you call? He's like, what's your business? Or he said, tell me about your business right now. He's like, you got a portfolio? You got this? You got that? He's like, how you call yourself a trainer? You only got this, and you can't tell me about your business. I didn't want to hear it, but that shit, I heard it, and that shit made a lot of sense. Like, how I call myself, like, come on now, so got that shit all in order and still going and going. Yeah, that's like it. So everything you said ain't more like I've been saying. That shit, I'm understanding. I've been through similar shit from what you saying and stuff. So that shit, it's making sense. All of that shit. So all of that shit. You got anything to add about that, or anything you thought about that before you go on? Or?
No, man, you hit a lot of good points, bro. Just been games, been getting a lot of good gems for the most part. Dropping a lot of knowledge, bro.
Yeah. So, I don't know if we recorded all the HBCU talk, but we could do that, and then we can kind of round it up a little bit. The HBCU, you said you didn't think that was a good idea. You said you wasn't all the way on board, and I know